Today is redemption day for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu finally recovered and actually going up in price. People are celebrating. Blackrock just announced something big coming up. But here's the crazy part. Shiba Inu itself might get it, and this could potentially make Shiba Inu's price rally like crazy. What is happening? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Today is a great day for the Shiba Inu community. After what felt like an endless struggle, the price has finally refused to drop, and instead, it's actually moving up. It's not a mind-blowing surge, but given how things were looking just a few days ago, this is a big deal. For a while, Shiba Inu seemed trapped in a cycle of dipping lower and lower every single day. It was frustrating for investors and discouraging for the community, with many wondering when, or even if, the trend would turn around. But now, the script has flipped. Over the past 2 days, things have taken a noticeable turn. Instead of following the same downward pattern, Shiba Inu's price has started to hold its ground and even push up little by little. It may not seem like a huge movement, but when a cryptocurrency refuses to drop after days of struggling, it's a strong signal that something is shifting. And that's exactly what's happening now. The fear and uncertainty that dominated the market just a short while ago are starting to fade. And in their place, confidence is creeping back in. Investors who were hesitant before are beginning to feel safer making their moves, now that the extreme volatility seems to have settled down, at least for now. And when you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, things get even more interesting. Checking the past week's performance, you'll notice that Shiba Inu is actually showing signs of stability. That's a huge relief for investors who have been watching the price drop day after day. Stability in the crypto world isn't just about holding value, it's about giving the community a chance to breathe. After all, when the market constantly fluctuates, it creates fear and uncertainty. But when things start to stabilize, it builds a foundation for potential growth. This shift is more than just numbers on a chart. It's a psychological boost for the entire Shiba Inu community. Seeing the price refuse to fall any further, and even start to climb, brings renewed optimism. It signals that the selling pressure might finally be weakening, and that buyers are stepping in with more confidence. Of course, crypto is always unpredictable and anything can happen. But right now, the market is showing signs of strength. Now, all eyes are on what happens next. Will this newfound stability hold? Will it turn into something even bigger? The next few days will be crucial in determining whether this is just a temporary break or the start of a new upward trend. But for today, one thing is clear. Shiba Inu holders finally have a reason to feel good again. And here's the best part. This isn't just some random pump that fades away overnight. According to one analyst, this move actually puts Shiba Inu in a position to climb way higher. It's not just a small win. It's a signal that something much bigger could be on the horizon. Crypto analyst Javan Marks explained that Shiba Inu is still following a long-term breakout pattern that started all the way back in early 2023. At that time, it broke free from a stubborn downtrend that had been keeping it in check. Once it finally pushed past that barrier, it came back to test the same level. And instead of falling again, it held strong. That was the moment everything changed. Buyers stepped in, and the heavy selling pressure that had been dragging it down started to disappear. But that's not all. Marx also pointed out something called a hidden bullish divergence, which, in simple terms, is a technical clue that often signals a strong move to the upside before it even happens. And based on this setup, he's predicting a massive price jump, potentially over 4 times its current value. That kind of move would be huge, not just for investors but for the entire Shiba Inu community. Even with all the ups and downs in the market, Marx remains confident that the bigger picture still looks positive. He believes Shiba Inu has the potential to keep climbing well into 2025, as long as this trend holds. If he's right, what we're seeing now isn't just a small bounce. It could be the beginning of something much bigger. But still, you might be wondering, what's really going on here? What's driving this price movement? Is there something happening behind the scenes that we don't know about? Well, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Because if there's one thing that moves the entire crypto market, it's Bitcoin. And right now, Bitcoin is going wild again. Just days ago, it dipped under what felt like a danger zone, making people nervous. But today, it's back up, soaring to new heights like it never even struggled. It's like Bitcoin just hit the refresh button and fully recovered in no time. And when Bitcoin moves like this, the whole market feels it, including Shiba Inu. But here's where things get even crazier. Blackrock, the biggest asset manager in the world, just dropped some huge news about Bitcoin. And when BlackRock speaks, the market listens. So, here's what happened. BlackRock confirmed that it added its Bitcoin ETF to some of its investment models. Now, if you're wondering why that's a big deal, think of it this way. BlackRock manages insane amounts of money, and when they decide to allocate even a small percentage of their portfolios to Bitcoin, it's basically a stamp of approval. It means they see real value in it, not just as a trade, but as something worth holding for the long haul. So, to sum it up, Bitcoin is pumping hard, big players are getting involved in a serious way, and all of this is creating a wave of excitement across the market. And guess what? Shiba Inu is riding that wave too. But here's the thing. While everyone's excited about BlackRock buying into Bitcoin, one analyst pointed out something just as big. BlackRock has also been selling, and not just a little. They sold over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin this week alone. So, with all this selling, do they know something we don't? Does this actually mean something? Well, that's the big question. When a giant like BlackRock makes a move, it's never random. They don't just buy and sell for fun. There's always a strategy behind it. Some think they're simply taking profits after Bitcoin's big rally, which is totally normal. But others believe this could be a sign that something bigger is happening behind the scenes. Maybe they expect some short-term volatility, or maybe they're positioning themselves for an even bigger move later. Either way, when a company with this much influence is both buying and selling at the same time, it shakes up the market. And here's why this could be massive for Shiba Inu. When big money shifts around in Bitcoin, it creates waves across the entire crypto space. If BlackRock is simply taking profits, it means they still see Bitcoin's price going higher in the long run. And when Bitcoin climbs, Shiba Inu usually follows. But if their moves trigger more volatility, it could also send traders looking for other opportunities, and that's where Shiba Inu comes in. Now here's the crazy part. While we're on the topic of ETFs, there are talks floating around the internet that Shiba Inu could actually get its own ETF soon. Yeah, you heard that right. The idea of a Shiba Inu exchange-traded fund is starting to pick up steam in the crypto space. Lucy, a well-known figure in the Shiba Inu community, recently stirred the conversation when she posted a simple but powerful question on X. When SHIB ETF? That was enough to get people talking, and now the possibility is being taken more seriously. There's no official filing yet, but things are starting to line up. The SEC, which has always been a big roadblock for crypto ETFs, just confirmed that meme coins don't fall under securities laws. That's huge. It means there's now one less major hurdle standing in the way. In fact, Grayscale has already moved forward with an ETF for Dogecoin, which is a big sign of where things are headed. If Dogecoin gets the green light, many believe Shiba Inu will be next in line. Now, it's just a matter of waiting to see if a big exchange or asset manager makes the first move. If Shiba Inu actually gets its own ETF, this could be a complete game changer. We're not just talking about a small pump. We're talking about the kind of move that could send Shiba Inu into a massive bull run, potentially even breaking past its all-time highs. An ETF means big institutions, hedge funds, and serious investors could start pouring money into Shiba Inu without having to buy and store it themselves. That kind of demand could send the price skyrocketing, and for those already holding Shiba Inu, it could multiply investments in ways we've only dreamed of. Imagine the wave of excitement, the FOMO, and the buying pressure that could come with it. We could actually start seeing Shiba Inu millionaires popping up everywhere. And with all of this happening, one thing is clear. We need to keep our heads high. Just like Lucy, Shiba Inu's lead marketer, said in her tweet, "A few steps back only set the stage for hundreds forward." That's exactly the mindset we need. The journey isn't always straight up, but every move, every shift, every change is setting the stage for what's next. So stay focused, march ahead, and don't let doubt creep in. Shiba Inu's story isn't over. It's just getting started. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.